Thank you, and thanks to each and every one of you for joining. I've listened to all the comments, and they were expertly presented. I have a few additional points. From an infectious disease epidemiology perspective, it's always a mistake to vaccinate into a widely prevalent pandemic, because that vaccination will just cause mutations in the virus and cause the pandemic to be prolonged, which is exactly what happened. So the idea of vaccination with any vaccine was a giant mistake, and all countries should recognize that. And their public health officials, we should never vaccinate again into a widely prevalent pandemic. As you've heard today, the vaccine was worse than the infection itself. And best estimates are more people have died from the vaccine than they have from the infection itself. Vaccination was never needed because young people, the syndrome was very mild. And for older, more frail patients, we had early, effective multi-drug treatment protocols. In the United States, they were widely supported by the Association of American Physician and Surgeons. Now, here we are, more than 5 years into this disaster, and in a paper published by Holscher and colleagues in the journal Science, Public Health Policy and the Law, there is a broad call to remove all COVID-19 vaccines from the market, and we cite all of the international groups who are making that call, including lawmakers, and we've summarized all the other manuscripts in the scientific peer-reviewed literature that have concluded that the risks far outweigh the benefits. Now, in the last few weeks, we've seen the US CDC drop its universal recommendation for COVID-19 vaccination across all groups. So the public health agencies are quietly backing away from COVID-19 vaccination, and this group is unified in making the call that all of the vaccines should be removed off the market, particularly the messenger RNA vaccines. The entire platform should have a moratorium, and that would include the Pfizer Moderna vaccines, but also the Moderna respiratory syncytial virus vaccine. The messenger RNA vaccines have no ability to shut off production of the antibody. In my practice in Dallas, my office is filled every day with those who are injured and disabled, damaged from the vaccine. And in a research case, we now have circulating Pfizer messenger RNA and its spike protein circulating in blood and found in tissues 3.2 years after the last administration. I've testified the US Senate, the US House of Representatives, and I've told them I think we have 5 to 15 years of clinical concern over every person in the world who's taken a COVID-19 vaccine, particularly a messenger RNA vaccine. So there should be a moratorium on any further injection of the messenger RNA COVID-19 vaccines. I think broadly all messenger RNA vaccines and broadly all COVID-19 vaccines. And secondly, there should be a dramatic turn towards research into methods by which we can screen and detect, risk stratify, diagnose, and then treat patients who've suffered COVID-19 vaccine injuries and disability. Sadly, many have died, and it's too late. We clearly need autopsies on those dying, particularly where there's no other explanation for their death outside they've received a vaccine even years ago. It's only with these measures will the world begin to recover the giant insult to the health of mankind and begin to recover and move forward. I think, unfortunately, longevity as well as fertility and continued disability will grow larger if these steps are not taken. I'm Dr. Peter McCullough, practicing internist cardiologist, president of the McCullough Foundation, and the chief scientific officer of the Wellness Company in the United States. Thanks so much for listening.